When I finished writing a book in 20 days, my first thought was not pride. It was suspicion. I remember looking at the draft and thinking, there's no way this can be any good. Because I had learned something growing up. Something that I think a lot of you writers have learned as well. That if it doesn't hurt, if it doesn't take years of struggle, if you don't suffer through every page, then it didn't count. We get taught that struggle is proof. What is this light on me? That difficulty equals depth. That ease means you didn't try hard enough. So when blue lights came out of me so quickly, my instinct was not to celebrate. It was to doubt myself. I kept waiting for the catch. Kept waiting for the moment when I realized I had simply fooled myself into believing that this had worked. I told myself things like, maybe it's just okay. Maybe I'm too close to it. Maybe I rushed. And honestly, those thoughts were louder than the excitement. I think part of that comes from how we talk about writing online. We kind of have this way of glorifying the burnout. We romanticize suffering. We tell ourselves that if something comes too naturally, too easily, then it must be shallow. But here's what I didn't expect. When I sent the book out to be read, people didn't say that it felt rushed. They didn't say it felt unfinished. They said it felt real. And that confused me. Because I realized something uncomfortable. What I had been calling suffering before was truly just hesitation. It wasn't depth. When I wrote Blue Lights quickly, I wasn't skipping out on emotions. I was staying inside of it. I wasn't stopping to polish sentences before they knew what they even wanted to say. I wasn't interrupting moments to ask if they were good enough. I let them exist first. And that was scary to me. Because letting something exist means you can't hide behind revisions. You can't fix your way out of doubt. You have to face the work as is. And that's what made me nervous. Not the speed, but the honesty. I think a lot of writers believe that their insecurities is proof that they care. But sometimes it's proof that we just don't trust ourselves yet. I didn't trust that something soft or quiet or instinctive could be so meaningful, so significant to others. I thought emotional truth had to be earned through struggle. And I think a lot of us believe that too. Like if it comes too easy, then we can't really call ourselves writers, can we? Because we're not suffering like the masses. But what I learned was that the doubt didn't mean that the book was bad. It means that I had written something without armor. And that's a scary place to stand. If you were to finish something quickly, then immediately thought there's no way that this could be any good, I want you to know you're not alone. That doubt doesn't mean that you failed. Sometimes it means that you finally stopped performing, and what you've written was the truth. And the truth feels vulnerable, but we all have to listen to our inner monologue, because that tells us the true stories that we were all meant to share.